somewhere in Hillary Clinton's closet in Siberia. This can't be legitimately on an Amazon.com website under their legal section. So I've got to walk you through it and find what we're about to look at. We need to go in through the front door. You won't believe it. So let me get right to it. Amazon.com, one of the biggest companies in the world, of course. Just like IBM and all these companies, they have all these other sub-companies below them that are all probably companies with thousands of people. This one they have is called Amazon Web Services, or AWS, over here on the right. A wholly owned subsidiary of Amazon.com. So just to show you, I'm going to the real website, and this is no joke. I'm just putting AWS into Google and nothing else. Of course, comes right up. Ads, we clear through the ads, and the first one listed, Cloud Services, Amazon Web Services, the wholly owned subsidiary of Amazon.com. Here's their main website, AWS, reInvent. Okay, let's go down. If you're a business with 10,000 employees and you build widgets, what's a widget? Tell that to the bank. If you build widgets with 10,000 employees, you might consider AWS services and want to look at their terms of service if you're considering them versus IBM, for example. So we go down to legal, we hit legal, and here's AWS service terms. And what comes up, now we're at the URL, guys, aws.amazon.com. We're not on Hillary Clinton's server in somebody's Siberian closet. Now this service terms agreement is massive. It goes on and on and on. Section 1.5, 1.6. We go down, data protection, 1.14. Betas and previews, Section 2, Section 3, Amazon Cloud Fund, AWS Outposts, blah, 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 blah. I'll read one or two as an example of what, we're dealing with here. 10, Amazon Relational Database Service, Amazon RDS. 10.1, 10.2, 10.3 says using Oracle software. That other monster Silicon Valley, company called Oracle. 10.3.1, license included. As part of the services, you may be allowed to use certain software, including related documentation described on the AWS site developed and owned by Oracle America, Inc., or its affiliates Oracle and Oracle's license, collectively Oracle Software, blah, 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 blah. People rolling their eyes like, yeah, Matt, we're aware of legalese. Okay, I need to show you how, Matt, what the hell's the point of this? There's legalese under the legal section. Okay, let's get to it. More just endless legalese and pages and scrolling and pages and pages. What was the one Chris told me? 4210. I think. Was it 4210? Yeah. Okay, let me read the part that's going to get your attention. Don't be scared by this. We'll try to get to the bottom of it. However, this restriction will not apply in the event of the occurrence, certified by the United States Center for Disease Control or successor body, of a widespread V infection transmitted via bites or contact with bodily fluids that causes human corpses to reanimate and seek to consume human flesh, blood, brain, or nerve tissue, and is likely to result in the fall of organized civilization. So inserting a plot twist there in 4210 that incorporates the Brad Pitt movie World War Z with Will Smith's I Am Legend, an amalgamation of both, in the middle of the Amazon AWS terms of service conditions, of which it seems to be about 40 pages long if you print it out and put it in a book. Now, don't be scared by it. People yelling, Matt, they're showing us. They're showing us. Relax. Relax. They have to show us. You said that yourself. Relax. Relax. I don't know what's going on here. I'm just kind of making this video on the fly because this is basically the strangest thing I ever saw, and I want to get it out. I'm going to take 5 minutes. I'm going to come back, and I'm going to explain this? I don't know. It's a bold statement, man. I'll be right back. I'm going to take 5 minutes and then smoke a Peter Stuyvesant, see if I can get to the bottom of what the hell might be going on here. Okay, it's so strange. I know a lot of you are like, well, read the term and condition before and after it. It's so strange. Well, let me read the whole thing. I only read a part of it. 42.10. Then we'll explore what do I write down? 6 possibilities here of what's going on. So this is not going to be immediate. It's so strange, and it's inside the legal terms and conditions. We have to be somewhat, say, educated in our how we conduct our theories here, which is just so weird considering how bizarre this is. But 42.10, acceptable use, safety critical systems. Your use of lumberyard materials. Again, this is an engine of some kind. It's all cutesy names for their software packages, etc. Your use of lumberyard materials must comply with the AWS acceptable use policy. So far, seems like a standard terms and conditions, right? The lumberyard materials are not intended for use with life-critical or safety-critical systems, such as use and operation of medical equipment, automated transportation systems, autonomous vehicles, aircraft or air traffic control, nuclear facilities, manned spacecraft, or military use in connection with live combat. However, this restriction will not apply in the event of the occurrence certified by the CDC, widespread V infection, where bites transmit bodily fluids that cause human corpses to reanimate and seek to consume human flesh. Okay. Matt, why are you laughing at that? I would laugh at it even if it was real. You must laugh at it. If it was, I don't think it's real. If it was, I'd still laugh at it. So what's the term and condition? First of all, we need to use the scientific method to examine what's going on here. What is the lumberyard engine under section 42? Lumberyard materials, Amazon Lumberyard, consists of an engine, integrated development environment, related assets and tools we make available or otherwise designate as lumberyard materials, collectively lumberyard materials, blah, 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 blah. Okay, 42.2, license. In addition to the rights granted under AWS development, you may use, reproduce, modify, and create derivative works of lumberyard material, blah, blah, blah. Distribution end users, collaboration with other AWS customers. This all seems very legitimate is what you would find in terms of service, right? D, lumberyard Git repository. Git. We may make available certain lumberyard materials, lumberyard Git repository, blah, 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 whatever. 42.3, no license fee. There's no fee for blah, blah. 42.4, operating restrictions without our prior written consent. Lumberyard materials, blah, blah. Seems legitimate. 42.5, other restrictions without limiting the restrictions. I don't see anything there. 42.6, registration and release. You must register here. You must obtain our prior written consent. 42.7, credit. You must credit us in lumberyard projects. Must credit us. Okay. 42.8, form submission. In addition to your rights to distribute LM forks, blah, blah, blah. 42.9, data collection. 42.10. Here we are again. Oh boy. Let's do one after it. It's 42.11. Termination. Your rights in the lumberyard materials automatically terminate if the agreement terminates or you breach the agreement, including the service terms. However, if we terminate the agreement for convenience, your rights in lumberyard material then in your possession survive termination. Again, there's nothing here about reanimation of bodies or certain scenes from the John Carpenter trilogy. Nothing here, just 42.10. All right, let me collect my thoughts one last time, and we'll discuss the 6 possibilities of what